Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm Ryan. This is Michigan Storm Chasers, here for an update video for your guys' Friday. We have some storm chances to talk about, and we're also going to take a peek into the future as well. But first, we're going to take a look at today's outlook. We have a general thunderstorm risk in place from the SPC today. No severe risk, though. All right, so as we move into the afternoon, our attention shifts to a certain particular area that we're watching here internally for perhaps a strong or severe storm. So overall, diving into this, we have a general thunderstorm outlook here from Alpena through Roscommon, back through Grand Rapids, Muskegon areas, points southward here to the Ohio border. A good wide area there, potential for a storm today in that general area. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the area in particular we're watching for potential severe or perhaps strong storm. All right. So a dry morning in place here. As we move through the afternoon here we go at noon. Here's 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. By about 4 o'clock or so, we're going to start to notice an increase of storm activity to our south here across Indiana and perhaps Ohio. As we move toward that 5 o'clock time frame, that kind of shifts up here into the southeast part of the state. A couple pop-up storms here for Hillsdale, for example, Coldwater, Flint. Again, this is just a model, so don't take this as 100% factual, but it gives a good idea that, hey, we're going to have storms starting to pop up around that 4 or 5 o'clock time frame. Here's 6 o'clock. More storms start developing. Lapeer County back down here through Washtenaw, Detroit, Lenawee, Hillsdale. Those will push into the thumb and eventually into Canada by here's 8 p.m., 9 p.m. That's where the model stops here, unfortunately, about 9 p.m. So overall, right around 4 or 5 o'clock today, do expect to start seeing an increase of storm coverage. We also have another model here that shows a similar picture just a little bit further west. So here is another model kind of showing you guys a couple pop-up storms possible here this afternoon today. We're going to pause it right here. So this one says we're back a little bit further to the west here toward Kalamazoo and Battle Creek areas. So it'll be kind of interesting to see exactly where these storms pop up. But overall consensus is, hey, today is going to be a day. It's going to be a little bit warmer. It's going to be a little bit muggier out there. And we have a little bit of lift there to get some storms up and going through the afternoon and evening hours. Now, in terms of our severe weather forecast, we went ahead and put this out there. We do think there is a low chance that these storms may produce some hail as well as microbursts. Now, what a microburst is essentially when all this rain, either from a heavy rain core or hail core, or the storm collapses on itself, all that rain and precipitation kind of comes down and has to spread outward. As it does that, it can produce gusty winds, sometimes close to, if not over, severe criteria, which is 58 miles per hour or higher. So microburst or downburst is going to be your main risk today because there's a lot of moisture out there. We're going to have a lot of storms that try to put down a lot of heavy rain as well. So gusty winds, microbursts, your number one hazard today. It's a low risk, but not a zero risk. Would not be shocked to see some dime size hail today. I don't think we're going to be seeing any quarter size for severe or higher. I'm not going to rule out completely, but I do think there's potential there for some smaller to medium size hail. Just not overly impressed with the large hail parameters today. So overall wind, we're going to say hail, but wind definitely the main concern. Hail a secondary concern today in that blue area in particular. From about that Coldwater area, back through Jackson, Howell, Flint, up through the thumb, back through Detroit, Adrian, Monroe areas in blue. That is going to be your risk today for some gusty winds, perhaps severe winds, as well as hail, small to medium size with this concern today. So main time frame, once again, about 3 p.m. all the way through about the 10 p.m. time frame. All right, now that's your forecast today. Again, no risk here from the SPC at this point. This will update at 12:30 p.m. Our attention then shifts with this video to the future. The SPC now includes the western half of Lower Peninsula and pretty much the entirety of the Upper Peninsula in Monday's severe risk here. Also going into Tuesday, we are looking at the exact same picture here, just a little bit further south and east. Here for your Tuesday outlook, the southern part of Michigan included in a severe risk here. So perhaps back-to-back days, Monday, Tuesday, of severe weather here in the state of Michigan. We're not going to know specifics on this just yet. We're going to wait until probably Sunday to get specific. So do tune in Sunday night, 7 p.m. A live stream will be held. It's going to be for the week ahead, We're going to touch probably mostly focusing on the severe risk Monday, Tuesday, though, so it might turn into a briefing type of scenario. But do come on Sunday evening, 7 p.m. here on YouTube and also on Facebook, X, and Twitch for a live stream regarding this potential threat. Right now, it's looking like a later Monday and a Tuesday afternoon time frame. All right. With that being said, no hazards, no exact time frames just yet, and no exact locations just yet. We're going to sort all that out as we get closer to this time frame. So, put in the back of your mind, Monday night as well as Tuesday afternoon could have 2 rounds of potential severe in place here for the state of Michigan. All right, with that being said, I'm going to pop out here. Before I do, shout out to today's sponsor of the video. Above my head there is Kuiper Tree Care, based out of the Grand Rapids area. For all your tree care needs, 616-828-8225 is Kuiper's number. Thank you to Kuiper Tree Care for sponsoring us here at MSC and being today's spotlight sponsor here on the YouTube channel. You guys have a great day. Joel will be having your guys' coverage of severe weather if any storms do happen to go severe today. So do stay tuned if you live in that southeast part of the state where storms are possible today in the state of Michigan.